I'm totally cool with the fool you make me. I'm totally pie in the sky in love. I'm totally fine with the line you throw me. Totally, totally. I'm totally sweet for the heat you give me.
I'm Joe Stilgoe and I'm a singer, pianist, songwriter. I started writing the songs for this album last year. Sell the album in 9 words. 9 words. This is going to be your favorite album, you guys. Well, I then came up with this idea of writing lots of songs and then performing them for the first time in public to an invited audience. And we did this at the Crazy Cocks in London. It's the day before it was the election, and it just felt like democracy was in the air, so I wisely or otherwise decided to kind of throw open the content of the album to the public. The funny thing was that the whole gig was just me at the piano. It was just solo, so lots of people couldn't get an idea of what it would sound like. I tried to say, this is going to be a big band, but obviously a man on his own was the complete antithesis of a big band. Angel Studios, where we recorded 3 of the tracks, 3 big band numbers. I gathered together this incredible band with the help of the conductor Evan Jolly, and who arranged one of the tunes, and Tom Richards, who's an incredible sax player. And we wrote down our dream band, and we pretty much got everyone we wanted.
If you should have to choose, I have important news, the gravity of which you'll see. I know you have your suitors with the latest in computers, but nobody cares.
Because with something like this, we had 3 hours to record all this music, and you need to have a good atmosphere, you need people to be sort of on the ball, and I really enjoyed it. In fact, I hadn't been back to Angel since I was 12. I was doing, my dad had wrote me in for a recording of his children's musical called Brilliant the Dinosaur, and I was one of the children. This was early nepotism from my dad, but I was grateful for there wasn't any money. For the title, I was trying to think of a phrase that summed up the feeling of the album, the nostalgia I feel, the inspiration for a lot of the songs, which has come from my love of jazz from the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. So all that history and all that wealth of knowledge and music and just joy is sort of seeped into the way of written music. And 5 words. New songs for old souls. I've always been obsessed with the Beach Boys. It might seem odd because I'm supposed to be a jazz musician, but I think Brian Wilson is a god and a genius, and completely unique in the way he writes songs and the way he produced music. From the start of the Beach Boys, everyone loves the surfing stuff, and they mainly wrote songs about surfing and cars. Apparently none of them surfed, apart from Dennis. Dennis was the only surfer, but that was their whole thing, and they were all very happy songs. And then Brian Wilson's songs progressed until this album called Pet Sounds, which had Good Vibrations, God Only Knows, an incredible album. And one of my favourite songs is I Just Wasn't Made for These Times, which he wrote with Tony Asher. And the title kind of sums up what I feel about. I'm not a complete nostalgist. I don't walk around in Edwardian, Hessian, but I do love aspects of the era that evokes images of classy nights out with Fred Astaire, Drink with Nat King Cole, So it's very, very special to me, that song, and I got to perform it with Leanne Carroll, who is an astonishing singer, pianist, songwriter, just a great liver of life, and yeah, we ended up doing a duet of that song. The other cover on the album is a beautiful song called Too Late Now. This glorious song is, for me, is a heartbreakingly sad but also joyous evocation of how it feels to be in love. Like, you've just fallen and you can't do anything about it. Yeah, this album is called New Songs for Old Souls. It's out on Linn Records. It's out at the end of April, I think. Yes, April 2015. See you there. Online. Or in the shop.
I've got rainbows in my teacup, rainbows in my cup of tea.